Hey YouTube, Jason here again with DayTradingFearless. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome. If you're new, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below in the comments section. But as always, thank you for watching, and let's jump right into it. So this is the weekly watch list for October 26th, 2020. Only about 10 more days until election day, right? I've been calling for volatility up and down the last few weeks. So we've been kind of getting it. It's been very news driven. If we zoom in here and let's kind of clean up this chart a little bit. Last week I was calling for a potential M pattern, M for meltdown. I said, hey, maybe we push lower, come down to this trend line, and as we could see, what happened was we came down a little bit, but we've been having some wide range days, so really interesting. Lots of volatility. They're not as big of moves as I thought they would be, but they are still moves to make money. I mean, we're talking from high to low. Here to here was about was a 45, 50 S&P point. So that's pretty big for one day, right? For a one-day move. So where do we go now? Okay, I'm going to tell you, this was, to me, a look below and fail, right? We could have gone short, right? We broke down. The short should have piled on, but did not. We ended up the day closed higher. And then today, Friday, I'm recording this Friday evening, you could see we broke to the upside. So we did have a nice down waterfall, right? So the market was bearish. I said that last week. I expected lower prices. More than likely, if I had to go, it was kind of like flip a coin. But I said I was a little bearish. And that's actually, we did go lower, but then today on Friday we broke to the upside, we closed, so now we're in what's called a reverse waterfall. Watch my previous videos if you want to kind of understand. It's just pure price action if the market's bearish or bullish, and with this close above, we now have higher lows, so the market is bullish. We had the chance to kind of go lower. We looked below, no sellers, buyers stepped in. This market to me is bullish going into this week, unless there is some type of news. At least for Sunday to Monday, we should probably see higher prices. Again, unless there's any news bearing. But watch out. Be careful if you're short. I am leaning long to the long side for at least the first couple days going into next week. So that's where I stand on the S&P E-mini futures. Let's look at SPY real quick for the stock traders. Again, same thing. Look below, fail, couldn't hold it. Buyers, we are bullish here, so watch for a potential move higher on SPY. Now, a couple things that are interesting. Let's look at crude oil. So I've been saying, hey, if we could break above, this is a ascending triangle, or kind of ascending triangle, we'll say, flat top, broke out and then failed, and now we're failing this trend line right here. Okay, very important to kind of understand these type of patterns. I'll redraw, kind of make it cleaner. As you could see, broke out, looked above, failed, and now we broke down this trend line. Interesting. And what's kind of interesting is the market is kind of bullish. This is actually looking bearish, and usually they kind of coincide, so something to just kind of be aware of. But if we do fail, definitely watch this 38.75 level for a support level, because if we do that, then what we potentially could have is a bullish inverse head and shoulders, right? This would just become our neckline. So I'm thinking, hey, watch, see what happens here. And do we go up or do we go down? I don't know. But maybe there is a trade here for a quick bounce, for maybe a quick 50-cent move or something in crude oil. But as far as everything that I'm seeing, it's bearish, probably more downside, a little bit more early into next week. So hope that helps for the crude oil traders. Gld Gold, our little gold bugs out there, bull flag. Look above, gap up, gap down, abandoned baby, right? What happened the last time this happened, right? Kind of gap up, gap down. This is a island reversal. What's the difference between an abandoned baby and an island reversal? Island is 1, 2 or more candles. Abandoned baby is 1, essentially. Easy way to think about that. Kind of broke down. Stuck right here at this major trend line. We'll see what happens. Flip a coin with gold. Again, I think it all depends with the market, things like that. Remember, we have an election. I believe it's about 10 days left until the election. And then probably come November 4th, we still will have no clue who the president is because of their states, and of course they're the swing states, right? That could go either way. That are saying, hey, we're going to have another week for mail-in ballots. So if it's close, we probably won't know for about a week or 2 weeks after, maybe even longer, because more than likely one side or the other will complain about if they're losing, they're going to kind of complain and say there's fraud, take it to the courts, yada, yada, yada. We know what's going on there. So back to the markets. Apple. I've been calling this for a long time, saying Apple's dead money, and guess what? It's dead money. Hasn't gone anywhere. Usually when you see splits with huge, massive moves, huge move down, we become dead money. That's exactly what's going on. Building out this profile. We have excess up here. If anything, bear flag, right? Here's our flagpole. Here's our flag. We're breaking down. Maybe a pullback to this 105 level, and then eventually down to my mid-90s, which is what I've been looking for on Apple. Tesla, TSLA, right? Tesla, good earnings, and then nothing. So who knows? Same thing with Tesla, dead money, split, move higher, and then a huge pullback, and we've just gone sideways. So nothing with Tesla, range bound. Amazon, couple more. And this week I'm going to go over a few others. Amazon, I said inverse head and shoulders, watch for potential pullback down to these levels, but we're just kind of churning. Again, look below, fail, but Amazon on the daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, waterfall, break to the upside. We are now bullish on Amazon. So maybe if we pull back anywhere within this range, get along and ride the wave up with a stop below the previous day's low. That's how you play the waterfalls. But nothing much there. 2 more stocks. Intel, INTC. They came out with earnings today. Massive gap lower. Probably we were at 54 yesterday. We're now at 48. So that's what, a $6 move lower. I actually think there might be more selling into this. Maybe watch these. I'd probably say somewhere around this 45 level. Okay, on Intel, and then my next level would, of course, be this spike low and value area low from the value area, and then probably down around this 42.80 level. The problem I have with Intel is if you look huge big picture, just kind of look at the bigger picture of this, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Here's our neckline, okay? Massive head and shoulders on Intel. Be careful with this. We kind of gap, rolled up, barely kind of move up over earnings, and then gap down again. I'm not a big fan of this stock, maybe the mid 30s. I'll definitely look to be getting long if we do fall from there. So just something to think about. And then AXP American Express, okay? They came out, I was looking at this. Think about this. So this was a pre-stock market drop, right? Back in March or February, March, boom. And we really haven't even been able to go anywhere on the American Express. And so this is kind of worrisome for me for the credit card company, because the way I look at it is, while the markets made new highs, were well below all-time highs. Also, they kind of came out with weak numbers, but good, whatever. But this is what I see on American Express, bigger picture, right? We will call this a bear flag, right? Here's our flagpole, bear flag. And then what we have on top of this bear flag is what I would call a slanted head and shoulders, right? So, and here's our neckline, right? But this is slanted shoulder, head, shoulder in a bear flag. I actually do not like this. Maybe if we get back down to the 75 level, 80 level, I think this is maybe a potential buy level to start nibbling for longer term. So hope that helps. And then also just a couple of other things. I'm actually going to be starting more of a dividend option long-term swing trade to longer-term trading portfolio. That's going to be on Patreon. That'll be coming in the next few weeks. I will keep you guys updated with it. But just for trades like this, maybe we'll start selling options, or if it comes down, right, we'll start to nibble, looking for dividend, good stocks, things like that. But as always, I will keep you updated over the next few weeks on that. Thank you as always for watching, and to have a good week trading. Remember, we're still probably going to be volatile with the markets, with stimulus, with all the other news coming out. It's going to be very interesting next 2 weeks, I think. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.